What is going on, everyone? So in today's video, we're going to talk about the issue 2 of the Fortnite 0 Point comics. There's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of hidden stuff, and we're going to talk about that today in this video. And I'd like to go ahead and apologize for not posting any this week. As you can see behind me, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Really big video coming in the very close future. We got a couple bugs that we have to work out for it. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss out on this big video that we have going on in the background here. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. I think that's probably been one of like my best intros I've ever done. God, that thing's beautiful in the back though. Jesus. Okay. So the Fortnite x Batman Comic issue 2 has just finally came out a couple days ago. I've looked over it, I've read it a couple of times now, and as you can see, I've got the new glider for the issue code that's in the back of the comic. This is what you get for issue 2. It's a pretty nice glider, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it, and we'll just have to see how it does, because it does cover up a lot of the screen, so I probably won't keep it for too long. But I'm gonna use it for the meantime. Anyway, in issue 2, it starts out with Batman, and he's like, "Oh my God, what's going on? What is this place?" Pretty much like everything that happened in the first issue is how the second issue is starting off, because the loop has now restarted itself, and Batman has all these notes on his like batarangs to tell him, hey, you've got 22 minutes before everything resets. He's left a ton of notes for his future self, I guess, on his like batarangs, and also like in his little bat shed that's on the map. If y'all have seen it, it's somewhere down here, I think. Anyway, he's got a lot of notes telling him that, hey, the cat is a friend, talking about Catwoman, right? And they're trying to figure out what exactly is going on, who's behind the loop, and why does it keep on resetting. Okay, so they're going on and on and on, and they're like, okay, everything resets after 22 minutes, and they end up figuring out that if they leave something in a match or in one of their loops, right, something that can't be destroyed, that it's there when they come back to it in another loop. So they figured out that the things that can't be destroyed stay. So even though your memories and stuff might go away, they're like the emotions and things that they feel actually stay with them, which is a pretty neat situation there, because like you lose your memories, but your feelings are still there, which is kind of crazy. This guy wants to fight. Come on, where you at? There we go. Almost choked that a little bit. Anyway, Catwoman and Batman keep on finding each other loop after loop, trying to figure out exactly like what is going on. What can they do to try to like prevent everything from happening? And so the comic goes through probably about like 5 or 6 different matches, different loops, right? And they're laying stuff all around the map and just trying to figure out if the storm circles, if they close in a certain way, if there's like a epic point to everything. Like if the storm circle is completely random, or if there's a center point that it'll always like close to or not, which, as we know, isn't the case. The storm circle always is random. It'll never be the same. And with that knowledge, they can set up different like advantage points and whatnot for their future self. So a couple of things that I noticed that didn't really get touched on in the comic is certain characters are carrying weapons, obviously, because it's a battle royale game. Why would you not have weapons, right? And I don't know if they did this for just like artistic values or if it actually means something, but I figured I'd go ahead and like note on them. As y'all know, the SMGs have been getting buffed here lately, right? And in the comic, a lot of SMGs are being held, right? Which I think is not a coincidence. So a lot of people are carrying the normal SMGs, the normal mechanical SMGs, and one character in particular is carrying a silent SMG, which are no longer in the game for now anyway. And it's obviously they're in the present day because the Batman cave thing is in the comic as well as on the map currently. So I have a feeling that the silent smigs are going to come back with the SMG buff, and they're actually going to be pretty useful because the only reason why the silent SMG wasn't useful back when it was in the game was because right before they brought it back, they had nerfed SMGs like horribly. No SMGs were worth a damn after that nerf. That's when you started seeing people carrying 2 weapons instead of 3 weapon loadouts and all that good stuff. No one really carried SMGs anymore after that. Additionally, it could have just been a normal like epic or legendary pistol, but it looked like someone was carrying a deagle, or the hand cannon, if you will. And I'm super stoked about that. Like, if they bring the hand cannon back, hand cannon is probably one of my favorite weapons that Fortnite has ever put into the game. It's ridiculously powerful, but it, like I said, it could have as well been the epic or legendary pistol as well, because they do share a lot of similarities in looks. But one new thing that I've seen, right? So there was somebody dual wielding SMGs, right? But it wasn't any ordinary SMG that we've seen previously in the game. Unless you really think about it, if you keep up with any of the leakers like Fire Monkey or Shina, you'll know that last season it might have been last season, we had a leak about a Uzi type of SMG, right? It had a very small clip to it and pretty high fire rate, you know, for being such a small clip. And that leak that we had forever ago looked like the dual wield guns that the character in the comic was carrying around. So we could potentially see dual wield Uzis come to the game. And I think personally that would be really cool. This guy's gonna try to push me now. God, my shots are off. That was pretty much all I had to say anyway. The Uzis could possibly be coming to the game. One other thing that I want to kind of touch on. There was 2 panels in the comic that actually showed the mini-map, and they normally don't do that, right? They were over there by the bridge by Boney and Weeping, that little bridge there. But the mini-map did not look like the mini-map that we know now, right? For that area. Now, it was just white lined, no color, anything like that. So by all means, of course, it's going to look different. But I feel like something's going to happen to that area because I don't know why else they would add a mini-map to those specific panels in the comic and not others, you know? Silent SMG to look forward to, dual wield Uzis, which would be pretty amazing if you ask me. And that if you could dual wield them and pretty much have 2 clips for 1 clip, that would ultimately make the Uzis a little bit better, since they did have such a small magazine size and such a high fire rate. So with you being able to dual wield them, it would actually bring the magazine size up close to like the rapid fire, which would be pretty awesome. And it would shake up the meta a little bit, maybe, who knows. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff being uncovered in these comics. I can't wait for issue 3 to come out. Super excited to learn more about the lore in Fortnite. We actually have another video coming out very soon that will be talking about more about the lore and stuff that's going around the map right now that not a lot of people are talking about. I really haven't seen anybody talk about this, so you do not want to miss out. Secrets to the map coming soon. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that way you never miss an upload, and I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, bye.